Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Ardhia Lutfi Cahyaningdyas. Today, I will answer the question from my examiner to complete my comprehension exam. The answer number 1 is 21st century skills include skills like critical thinking, communication, creativity, and collaboration. I will explain one by one why they are important. First is critical thinking, used to find unique solutions to modern problems. Second is creativity, is the practice think outside the box and engage in innovation that foster global development. Third is collaboration. Collaboration is learn how to collaborate and work with others in a team spirit. Collaboration is important because students will most likely work with other people for the rest of their life, whether they realize it or not. And the last is communication. Able to communicate your ideas to others and understand other people's perspective as well. Pancasila learner's profile. 1. Have faith at God Almighty and have a noble character. Indonesian students who believe that God Almighty and have noble character are students who have moral in relation to God. 2. Global diversity. Pancasila students are expected to maintain national culture and identity while thinking openly when interacting with people from other cultures. 3. Corporate. The profile of the 3 Pancasila students is mutual cooperation, namely carrying out activities together or voluntary to make work easier. 4. Independent. Indonesian students must be independent or responsible for a learning process and outcomes. 5. Critical reasoning. The 5 Pancasila student profile is that students must have critical reasoning and be able to process both qualitative and quantitative information. 6. Creative. Creative Indonesian students are able to change and produce original work. How does 21st learning skill and Pancasila learners profile connect to each other are 1. The students have a strong mentality and character are not easy falling into negative things. 2. Preserving and passing on the noble values of Pancasila. 3. The way of thinking becomes more open and willing to accept any difference. 4. Familiar students to have independent, critical, and creative characters. The answer number 2. In my opinion, the answer is yes, because Merdeka Belajar is comprised of 4 concepts: quality universal education, digital technology for education, solidarity, and partnership. Students can read the concept of Merdeka Belajar such as critical thinking, creativity, and communication can be used, entrepreneurship in business planning to collaborating on education and technology to make education more useful, simple, and fun to learn with 21st century learning skills that are applied in Merdeka Belajar curriculum. The answer number 3. Project-based learning is a learning method that allows students to deepen their knowledge while also developing their skill through problem-solving and investigation activities. Through the use of this instructional strategy, students will be given the freedom to choose their own learning activities such as investigation, observation, and evaluation in order to gain new knowledge and skills. As part of the application of this learning model, students will work on projects in groups to address challenges posed by teacher or interact with other students, which may focus on the development of their abilities to work together and communicate effectively. The answer number 4 is a LOTS. Is a functional thinking ability of students. LOTS basically refers to a learning method or system, can also be referred to as a learning technique. Students will learn to use the LOTS technique will be familiar with the activity of nothing, copying, imitating, memorizing, remembering, and following direction put from friends who are considered smarter and direction from the teacher. HOTAs are other thinking skill. HOTAs requires a student to think critically and deeply so that he can only understand the learning material. Bloom's taxonomy explains the concept of level of thought. There are 6 levels, namely knowledge, understanding, application, analysis, synthesis, and the highest is evaluation. And the last answer, number 5, is according to 2 experts, the purpose of education is according to Ki Hajatiwantoro. The purpose of education is to guide all the nature that exists in children, so that they can achieve the highest safety and happiness both as human and as member of society. The concept of education according to Kiai Haji Ahmad Dahlan said that the purpose of education is to form a personality and become a superior human being. Educator from Kiai Haji Ahmad Dahlan must be able to set an example for students. Students must have knowledge that can be applied in everyday life and have the ability. And according to these 2 experts, the best way for me to achieve educational goals is to set a good example as a good educator and provide good direction. Okay, I think that's all from the question to complete my comprehension exam. Thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.